If you're thinking about selling in Cary right now, your biggest competition may not be the house down the street. It may be a builder offering a lower monthly payment, brand new finishes, and zero projects. And if your home doesn't win that comparison, buyers may never even schedule the showing. And if you're pricing your home the way sellers did a few years ago, but not preparing for how buyers are thinking today, you may be setting yourself up for a long, frustrating stay on the market. Today, I want to show you what's really happening in Cary right now, why some homes are selling in a weekend, while others sit for 45, 60, even 90 days, and what sellers need to do differently if they want to win in this market. Cary is still a strong market. Inventory is still relatively tight. Good homes are still selling, but the market has changed. We've moved into what I'd call a payment-driven market. And that matters because buyers today aren't thinking like buyers did in 2021 or 2022. Back then, buyers were often afraid of missing out. They stretched, they compromised, they accepted imperfections. Today, buyers are much more selective, much more analytical, and honestly, much more tired. Interest rates are still significantly higher than many buyers expected. Monthly payments feel heavier. And because of that, every decision a buyer makes feels more expensive. Here's the biggest shift. Today's buyer is not asking, do I like this house? They're asking, does this house make financial sense? That's a very different question. And this is where many Cary sellers are getting blindsided. Because while you may be looking at your neighbor's sale from 18 months ago, your buyer is comparing your home against a builder, against a lower interest rate, against a move-in ready home, against a zero day-to-day list. Cary sellers, if you think your competition is only the house next door, you're already behind. Because today, your real competition may be a builder's financing office. One of the biggest mistakes we're seeing right now in Cary is this. A seller says, our home is clean, it's been well cared for. Buyers will see the potential. Maybe 5 years ago, not necessarily today. Because buyers today are experiencing what we call renovation fatigue. They're emotionally exhausted, financially stretched, and they don't want a project. They don't want to repaint. They don't want to replace carpet. They don't want to update oak cabinets. They don't want to spend weekends managing contractors. They want certainty. And if a builder is offering a lower interest rate, new appliances, updated finishes, energy efficiency, no immediate repairs, that's a very hard comparison for an older resale home, even in Cary. Here's how I explain it. Buying a home today is a lot like choosing a streaming service. Buyers aren't just looking at the upfront cost. They're looking at what's my monthly subscription cost and what problems am I inheriting? So if your home has an older kitchen, aging carpet, dated bathrooms, mechanicals that feel uncertain, a buyer isn't seeing charm. They're seeing subscriptions plus repairs, and that's where many Cary sellers lose momentum. A $20,000 price cut often doesn't solve the real buyer problem because buyers aren't shopping price first anymore. They're shopping payment. That's the shift. We're seeing two very different outcomes right now in Cary. Listing number one, the seller prepares, they paint, they update lighting, they neutralize the home. Maybe offers a credit towards closing costs or a rate buy down. What happens? Showings, offers, momentum. Listing number two, seller says, we'll just test the market. No prep, no strategy, dated finishes, no financial incentives. What happens? Low traffic, feedback like, nice house, but too much work. Then price reductions. Then even fewer showings. Then the market starts asking, what's wrong with it? That's the danger. Out of curiosity, are you thinking about selling soon or just starting to explore? Drop a comment below. We genuinely love to know where you're at. So what should Cary sellers do right now? Number one, stop thinking only about price. Price matters, but price alone won't win. Your buyer is looking at monthly payment, cash after closing, lifestyle convenience. 2, remove friction. Ask, what would make a buyer hesitate here? Is it paint, flooring, cabinet hardware, old fixtures, clutter? We want to remove friction before we hit the market. And 3, consider incentives strategically. Instead of reducing your price, sometimes it may make more sense to help your buyer with closing costs or rate buy downs. Flexibility where it matters most, because that may create more perceived value than a simple price cut. If your Cary home comes with a high payment and a long to-do list, buyers may never even make the offer. So if you're thinking about selling in Cary, the question today isn't, what did my neighbor sell for? The better question is, how does my home compete against what buyers can get today? That's the conversation. Because in this market, the property is important, but the payment may be the product. And sellers who understand that are the ones creating momentum, not price reductions. If you're thinking about selling in Cary, even if your move is still 6 months, 12 months, or longer away, the best place to start isn't with pressure. It's with clarity. It's with a plan. If you want to understand how your home fits into today's Cary market, what buyers may compare it against, and what would help you compete before you ever hit the market, start with a plan. No pressure, just clarity. And as always, I'm Tamara with the Tamara Ozzie team, and we'll see you in the next video.